Hi beauty fam, I wanted to do a video of an unboxing of some items that came in, and I'm thinking this might be the last unboxings for a while. We'll see. I'm on a low buy, but these are ones that came in. Some things are trickling in from when I ordered things at the end of December, and then some of these things are not included in my low buy. So what I included in my low buy was mostly makeup, but there's no limit on skincare. One is from Beautylish. One is from Sephora. Pink box. I maybe think I know what it is, but I'm not sure, but it's really cute. It says tear open in case of a makeup emergency. Why don't we do the Sephora one? So from Sephora, I ended up buying the new Nars foundation. And I don't know what it is at the beginning of January, but all these companies are coming out with new foundations. So there was Charlotte Tilbury, Dior, Chanel, and Nars. 2 years ago, I stopped using Nars because, like Dior, they are really good shade match for me between Nars and Dior, but there was something in their formulas that were breaking me out. And so it could be that it's just too much silicone. I'm not sure, but this is the new Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. Hoping it's the same match from when I used to use Nars 2 years ago. And the shade that I use is medium 3.5 Vanuatu. So I'll open this and then I'll do a dedicated video for this. So we'll see. It's hard to see in the bottle, but it's Nars packaging. And it's a nice glass bottle, shake well, light reflecting foundation, standard 1 fluid ounce, 30 mils. So we'll see. It says improve skin radiance by 61%. And if you haven't seen already, I've done reviews of the Dior foundations. If you're watching this, I'll link that up above, but I'm not gonna assume that you're gonna watch those videos too, but spoiler alert, I really did not care for the Dior matte foundation. It actually aged my skin. Tilbury, I used it for probably close to 2 weeks, and I thought it would be fine as a kind of a more affordable budget, high-end looking glam foundation. It has this really beautiful radiance from within, but it ended up breaking out my skin. And after I posted my reviews, then I do watch other people's reviews. I just try not to watch anyone else's reviews before, so it doesn't bias my review. And I found out that other people were also breaking out, that there's actually coconut oil or coconut byproducts in that Charlotte Tilbury product. So I think my skin, it just started to break out around here is where I get have like clogged pores because my pores are so large. So that did not work for me. And the other thing is that it would only have about a 3 to 4 hour wear time when it would start to break down, because my skin is so oily that it's such a dewy foundation already that it would just start to slide off. But particularly, it was really disturbing, it would start to like really wear off on my nose. So I was not happy about that. I'm wanting to try this Nars foundation. I might try the Chanel foundation. If you've tried it, let me know. I haven't watched anyone's reviews. Again, I just try not to watch reviews if I even have any inkling that I'm going to try and review the foundations for this channel. I'll probably do a review of this foundation this week. And today I'm wearing actually the Cle De Peau cream foundation, not the new reformulation, which is not available stateside. So that's what I have on my face today, and I'm really liking it. And I ended up getting a little sample of Ole Henriksen Strength Train Peptide Boost Moisturizer. It has vegan peptides, ceramides, and collagen. I'll try that out. I'm really loving skincare and always looking to see. My biggest thing is I just don't like if it's too perfumey. Great, it has no smell. So I'll test that out. Moving on to my Beautylish order. I love Beautylish. I probably just love it just as much as I love Sephora. It's just different. They have different products. I ended up purchasing replacements for my skincare for Good Molecules. And I'll do a separate video of Good Molecules. I love skincare. I usually do luxury skincare and makeup, but the other part that I like to look at is clean beauty. So I think this is more of a cleaner beauty. So I ended up picking up the hyaluronic acid serum, which I love. I tried another product just to see if a higher end product to see if it would be better by price, but this is my tried and true. I've been using this for 2 years, and it just does a really great job of hydrating and plumping the skin. This area tends to be really dry for me, so this has really changed my skin. I also got the niacinamide serum and then the toner, which I use close to every day in the morning. those are my Beautylish orders. And I'll do a dedicated video for Good Molecules. Here, open for a makeup emergency. Spectrum. I got the Katie Jane Hughes brushes because they were on sale at the end of last year. So I think this came in from the UK. I love luxury beauty, but I'm also looking for brands that are more sustainable and, you know, just cleaner, you know, whatever that means. There's no industry standard as far as I know, depending on what country. So last year there was an offer. Beauty friend let me know that these were on sale, and it's Katie's Artist Box. This is what this Spectrum Katie Jane Hughes Spectrum, and she's a makeup artist. If you haven't been following her already on Instagram or YouTube, please do. She does these challenges and she's just a wonderful makeup artist. Comes in here, and just as an FYI, I did not, this is not PR. I bought this all with all my own money. So no, I know what this is. When you finish cleaning your brushes, you can hang this in your shower or drying area, like a drying rack, and then put them upside down so they dry. Can you see that? You would place them upside down here, ferrule down, and let them dry. And then maybe you could put your beauty blenders down here. Maybe. We'll see. KJH, brilliant. I was just thinking that because when I do clean my brushes, I end up putting the ferrule over the sink, and I, you know, usually it works, but sometimes it just kind of rolls off, and I'm like, I just cleaned those. And some of you have kids that have sticky hands that might be looking for some fun things to play with, or pets or dogs. And I've heard things of dogs getting into your brushes, so that's not a good thing. After all, we invest in our brushes. So it comes with, soap to clean your brushes with. Great. I was just running low on soap for cleaning my brushes. I love it. It's also vegan spotless soap. Fantastic. It does have a little bit of smell, so we'll see how that goes. It also comes with 3 of her packs of brushes, and then information about the brushes. So what I have been missing in my makeup tools are a really solid set of synthetic brushes. And for a while I was going back and forth if I get Spectrum or Esom. I do like Esom. Esom was on my list, BK Beauty, and then Spectrum. So those are the 3 brands. If you have experience with any of those 3, let me know what you think about those synthetic brush lines. And it just happened to be, I've been eyeballing these for a while. And I do like to support small businesses. So I've supported BK Beauty. I don't know BK Beauty, also a makeup artist, I think based in Austin, Texas. So I bought several of her brushes. I do like them. They're synthetic. And I also wanted to support Katie Jane Hughes, who's also a small business owner, woman owned. So let me know if you've tried any of those, Esom, BK Beauty, or Katie Jane Hughes, what you think of these. I love her Instagram. She just has fantastic looks. And so we'll see what these synthetic brushes, how they fare. So I got the Face Duo. I was looking for a good synthetic paddle brush for foundation. Looking for one of these to like kind of buff things out too. I don't know what that is. It's a duo fiber brush, and then more of an eye brush set that was definitely smaller brushes to get for details. And I don't have too many of these types of brushes. The 11-piece brush edit, and then it comes with a towel. And that's it for my unboxing, just short and sweet. I've been trying to do shorter videos because I notice that some of mine are longer, and I try to edit them down to less than 30 minutes. That seems like the YouTube standard, but I also heard back feedback from some of you that you actually like the level of detail I give. I just try to be short and concise as possible and give you my honest, thorough review. And often I'm still trusting makeup, and I'll end up, after I'm using makeup, after all, I'll put a pin in the comments that if there's an update on the product, usually if I'm loving it, like, and I rave about the product in the video, it usually hasn't changed. But sometimes, for example, Charlotte Tilbury, in that video, I actually liked it, and that was more of a first impressions of video. But like after 2 weeks of using it, I pinned a comment, one pin for 1 week and then 2 weeks after, just to let you know what I had said in the video actually didn't hold true anymore. So doing this to share information. A lot of us are interested in loving and buying makeup, and this stuff can be really expensive. So I want to make sure that if I have an experience that I can share that with you. My intention of my channel isn't for you to keep buying things and hyping things up, and that's that's fine. Other people want to do that. I think my intention was, and I talked about this in my last video, which I'll link here, is like my intention of why I started this channels, because I wasn't seeing content creators who looked like me. So it was really frustrating to not see people who had brown tan skin with a little bit of a medium olive undertone review luxury makeup, because it's spendy. So I didn't want to have to keep guessing what was going to work for me, who's actually naturally brown. I don't tan. So there are some, shade, but there are some YouTubers out there who are not naturally melanated. So I wanted to find other content creators of similar hues and backgrounds who have love beauty and makeup and skincare and what works for us. So that's my intention. It's not for me to say like you have to buy these new things and releases. So if it works for you, like, so you can find a shade match. If you're close in tone to me, or lighter or deeper, then you can kind of guess. And number two, the quality, because this stuff is it's spendy and I don't want to keep creating waste. So that's also why I'm on a low buy, no buy for makeup. So you notice that I didn't buy makeup. So those are makeup tools and skincare, and those are kind of exempt from the low buy, no buy, but I'm still trying to make foundation is definitely my kryptonite. So I think I have more than enough eyeshadow. So today I have on the Bridgerton palette. I didn't want to focus too much on that Regency blue, but I did pop it in the corner, but just wanted to see what an everyday look would look like. And I actually really love this look more than the first Bridgerton look that I did. I just feel like this is like an everyday beautiful color. And the shade I have all over my lid is actually the one that is the eyeshadow shade that I actually like the best in this 6 pan. So it's actually, I'm not going to do a review of this again. It's this shade here, which is, probably my favorite shade in this entire palette, just because I think this is more true to form to the Pat McGrath experience and palette. Like, the quality is the best in this. This is a crazy Fallout Astral. It's Astral shade. She's a hot mess. I am so conflicted about her. She's pretty, she's a hot mess. And then I'm not sure, I did have an allergic reaction to this. Like, I wasn't sure if it was the mad fallout from the astral shade, or it was the carmine in the red. So just so you know, some folks, if you're using makeup, particularly blues and reds, there tends to be carmine, which is a byproduct of, it's not vegan. I think it's like crushed bugs. It's real. I'm not making it up. So this is definitely not vegan. It's usually from insects, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's what I remember reading. And so what it means is not vegan friendly, number one. Number two is that some people who have sensitive eyes, that you don't want to put this too close to your eyelids. So I did put it at the underneath, but I didn't put too much. I'm trying to figure out what I had a reaction to the last time I used this palette, because if it's an allergic reaction to the entire palette, then that's an issue. I probably won't use this anymore and like pass it along, or just keep it in the collection, or just know which colors I'm allergic to. So I'm guessing it's actually this shade that was just having crazy fallout through the day, and then I went ham on these colors on the upper lid, and maybe these are just not colors I put too close to my lid. Anyway, it's not about this. We did a review about that. I ended up saying, like, if you're a collector, go ahead and get it. But if you're willing to hedge your bets, I would say wait to see if it goes on sale, because a lot of Pat McGrath's things went on sale at the end of last year. But is it a must? I said no, because I think one can easily dupe these colors if you have a large collection already of eyeshadows. But that's it, beauty fam. That's it for my unboxing. And as always, if you haven't subscribed already to my channel, I would appreciate if you did, commented below, and like button, and let me know what other content you're interested in. And as always, be very kind to yourself and others, and just be you. And until the next video, take care. Bye.